Welcome everybody to the YouTube channel 12617. My name is Juan Carlos Gil, and today we're going to be talking to you about what is in my dock on my Mac OS X Snow Leopard 10.6.7. Please come with me and let me show you. By the way, this is part 1 out of 5 of what's in my dock. I have a lot of things in my dock, and let's get to it. Okay. From the left hand side to the right, you're going to see Finder. Finder is simply an application that allows you to quickly find things all around your desktop and your Mac. You'll see applications, documents, desktop, downloads, Dropbox, libraries, movies, music, pictures, public, insights, and RS bot. So that is what Finder is. Oh, and also, I forgot, you could see it in different ways. You could look at it in folder view, in grid view, column view, and in spotlight. Those are all the ways you could find Finder. This is a brand new application that came to the Mac just this year in January. It is the brand new Mac App Store. It is an amazing piece of software. Instead of you going to 1,500, 200 different sites out in the internet, you could grab any piece of software that is made for the Apple ecosystem in the Apple Mac Store. Just download your updates and you'll get the Apple iStore or Mac App Store. You'll see in the front page here that you have Printful, Hallmark Card Studio, you have Jelly Soup, Front Case, Dragon Keeper, Cloud. You have different things. We'll talk about this later in another video, but for now, this is the Mac App Store. So that's where it is. That's pretty cool. Then you have Dashboard. Dashboard is a very cool application because it allows you to quickly get little widgets, and you could see the calendar, you could see the calculator, you could see your clock, and you could see small little stats of what your computer's doing in real time. So you could go into Dashboard. You have Mail. Mail is an email client built into your Apple Macintosh system. It's like Outlook, but Mail, it's made specifically and only for the Mac OS X environment. You have Mail also integrated with your iPhone and your iPad, and everything coincides all from the cloud. So that's Mail. You have Safari. Safari is a web browser. Everybody knows what web browsers are. If you're looking at me now, you're probably on Safari. You already know what a web browser is, so I'm not going to go too much into details. But that's Mail. Secondly, I have Chrome, Google Chrome, as my secondary web browser, and Firefox as my third recommended web browser. Well, people could argue back and forth that Firefox is a great secondary web browser, but I beg to differ, but that's my own opinion. Please leave your comments down below and tell me what you think. Then you have iChat. iChat is a pretty cool software because it allows you to communicate with others and through voice, through video, through picture, and through text. That's iChat. And that comes built in into every Mac that has been built. Address book. I'm not gonna go into address book, but address book is where all your contacts are stored. Addresses, phone numbers, and so on and so forth. Calendar. It's very cool. So that's iCal. You could see it in month view, month view, week view, and day view, and you could sync it with your iPhone, iMacs, iPods, all iDevices. Preview. Simply preview is to preview a picture. I'm gonna look right here. That's me. I could edit it. I could do different things. So that's preview. Quick look. You hit the space bar and it comes up right away. So that's pretty cool. That's quick view. Dropbox. Dropbox is just such a great piece of software. And most of all, it's free, everybody. They give you 2 gigs storage for free. You could communicate with Windows, Mac computers. I think they even have it for Linux, but I might be wrong. And you could share folders back and forth. You could do all these things on your intra-web through the internet. Once you communicate with one system, it aggregates your other systems that have Dropbox. It's not only for a PC or a Mac. It could also go on an Android. It could go on an iPhone, an iPad, an iPad 2. It's all integrated. Dropbox. iTunes. iTunes is simply your default music content place where you could put all your music, and it's a great way for you to communicate with the Apple ecosystem. In iTunes, you have the iTunes Store. Let's go into there very quickly. This is the iTunes Store, and you could rent different things at the same time for little to no money, or just free, or sometimes, again, little to no money. So that's iTunes. Radio Gaga. Radio Gaga is an application that you could download for $34, and what it does is that it allows you to listen to radio stations. For example, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, alternative, ambient, blues, classic, comedy, country, and the list goes on. Let's listen to Latin for a quick second. Anyway, we're gonna get out of that. That is Radio Gaga. Let's talk about Radio Gaga a little bit more. I bought Radio Gaga just maybe a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, and I really enjoyed it. I bought it for $50 with 11 other programs, and that's part of a suite of programs that are worth $675 or $575, and you could get this at the following website. You could go to maclegion.com. They have 6 days left, 5 hours, 43 minutes, and so many seconds. That's 11 programs. I am recording right now on ScreenFlow. ScreenFlow, as you see here, is $99. Just for that program alone, this $50 bundle is worth it. This is Mac Heist. Mac Heist, like I was saying before, is a small little aggregate of bundles where you could get for very cheap. As you see, you have Data Rescue, ScreenFlow, Controlizer Pro, Virus Forklift, Launch Bar, Amadeus Pro, Radio Gaga, and Printopia. All for the low price of $50. And then you get an HDR Pro for free. So that's Mac Legion. Go to it, run, go get it. It's 6 days left. Anyway, with that, everybody, that is the end of my recording for today. This is again Juan Carlos, and you could reach me at YouTube/12617. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And wait for part 2, 3, 4, and 5 of what's in my doc. Thank you again, and have a great day.